Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today are the ladies from Samuel's Public Library. We have Erin Rooney and Michal Ashby. One is children and one is adults. I can never remember. You must be the adults and you're the child.
Yeah, I'm the child.
It should be reversed. All right, this is June 2023, and it's time for our monthly talk about what is happening at the library. And we've got a lot of goodies to show you today, so let's start with who? You draw straws? Okay,
Wonderful.
We'll let you go
Thank
first.
you.
It's if you sit in the middle, you get to go first.
Wonderful. Well, so Saturday starts our summer reading club, sponsored by Elks Club.
Right.
And we're super excited about it because it starts with a story time from the Cardinals baseball team from 10 to 12. And then at 2 o'clock, we actually have our very first bubble party in the garden. We have professional bubble makers. And
There is such a thing. Right?
There are professional bubble makers, and they're going to show kids how they create huge bubbles. They'll also be creating tons of tiny little bubbles. We'll have refreshments. And then throughout the day, we have a spinning wheel for prizes for every single person that registers for Summer Reading Club. And how that works is every time you listen to 5 books or you read one, depending on how old you are, and your reading ability, you get a prize. So we have prizes all summer long. And this year, thanks to Elks Club sponsorship, we're actually going to do a little surprise at the end. For those people who read the most prizes, they'll be able to participate in a raffle for a bigger scale of prizes.
Oh, they got all sorts of swag here.
So
that's some of the prizes that
these are some of the prizes. So we have for the older kids USB plasma balls. The lightning is actually in the ball.
Oh, the kids like this stuff.
We have kaleidoscopes. We even have pranks this year. This
is the one this is the one that's going to go over because it says shock. Pull here and shocking gum. You get that electric little buzzers. Everybody will want that.
Kids and teens love pranks. I loved pranks. And then we also have these really cute mochis. And this one is not sticky. It's just big and smells like bubble gum. And this guy is sticky, but he can be washed and equally smushy and delightful. And then we have foam putty.
Yeah.
We have fidget. They're kind of like alien creatures.
Yeah.
You just kind of make different things of them, and you have a little spinning top. And then we even have a fidget spinner bracelet. We have one that I think this is the one that lights up.
Yeah, it's got a battery
you can
in
celebrate for July 4th. It creates a beautiful kaleidoscope of different colors. And those are just some of the prizes. So you will have to come in and explore. We also, every other week, give away free books, too.
Yep. Kids like those books.
I love getting those books from my daughter, Maisie. Now, in addition to that, we have some really wonderful special programs. We have Finding Goby, which is both a story time and then later on a presentation. It's based on a very famous story, and a man got super inspired by a dog when he was out of the country, and he was able to rescue Goby. And so all the kids and teens and adults that come in will be able to see Goby, they'll be able to hear a story that's read about Goby, and then see a video presentation and meet the man, the writer, buy books if they would like. We also have Rainbow Puppets coming in again, and they're going to be doing a really radical reptile review June 28th at 11. And we have the Larson's Reptile Show. If you want to see reptiles up close and personal, you need to come July 25th at 12.
That's just another name for old lizards and things.
I love reptiles. I think they're
Snakes
super cool. And speaking of creatures, we're also highlighting tiny little creatures. We have a microscopy program that is put on by a wonderful scientist, and he's getting kids and teens excited about what they can see in an electron
Beyond
microscope.
the eye. It is so cool. You use the scraped skin, and all of a sudden, ooh, look at all them creatures that are on my skin that we don't see or in the air, and also
or even in
food.
Swamp water. He brought us swamp water during the last one. It was very shocking to see what was in the swamp water.
Yeah.
All sorts of things.
It does open up your kids' eyes. They're really amazed. I didn't know that, and I said, Well, wait till you let your flour go bad, or just let it sit in the cupboard too
yeah.
long and see all the creatures that come out of your food,
It's fascinating, really.
It is fascinating. He said, I didn't know it was in there. Yes, it's in there.
Some people lose their appetite from it, but you just can't think of it that way.
All right.
And then we also have Paint of Carmen, the painting dog.
Yeah.
June 16th. Carmen is a dog that is a wonderful painter taught by the wonderful Susan Brogan. She is now an international award winner for training her dog. She comes with a lot of prestige, and we're excited to have her.
I like Gracie. She does painting with the mule. She'll get that paintbrush and paint.
I think it's so neat to see animals select different colors.
Yes, art is
and paint.
What do they call it? Art is with the eye of the beholder, right?
Yes, absolutely, and it's universal. We also have toddler trails. We are co-partnering with Warren County on that, and it's going to be June 9th, July 14th, and August 11th. We'll be at parks around the county, which is super exciting. And we even have some garden programs put on by the Master Gardeners.
Right.
We have a special needs scavenger hunt, which will be going on. And we will do our final program. It'll be a Madeline ballet put on by a fantastic dance organization who has been doing dance programs for us for years. It's now called Dancing by His Grace. And so we have a lot of really good things. Karen Erickson, correct.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So we have a lot of great partnerships, and these are just some of the programs. To be honest with you, on top of all of these, we have all of our regular programs.
You need to click the link.
You need to click the link.
When you click the link, it'll just open you up to events, and it's just one right after the other.
We have them one almost every single day.
Yeah.
My assistant said to Michal, are you aware we scheduled almost something for every single
There's
day?
always something going on at the library every day.
Yep.
Did they leave any time for some of your stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, Erin. Got a little excited.
I mean, how do you squeeze in any more events?
Well, so summer reading is not just for kids. We do have an adult program as well.
Slow down. We want to.
I get so excited. I can't help it. But
reading is fun. I guess we're going to talk about some swag they brought.
Yeah. Well, I got a bunch of different things here. So it's the same as the kids program. It starts June 3rd and goes till July 29th.
Okay.
And we have a bunch of different prizes. It works just like the kids program. The more you read, the more chances you have to win. We do prize drawing. So every week, for every book you read, it's a chance to win a free dozen donuts from Apple House, which are absolutely delicious.
Sure.
When you register, you also do get a coupon for one free book from the Epilogue bookstore that is at the front of the library. Mm-hmm. And then we also have our bi-weekly drawings, which is, again, anytime you read a book, you have a chance to win one of these. And I have a bunch here.
Pull up this way.
Fabulous, Erin.
Well, which one's first? This is what the...
So
okay.
they're
Put
different
it on the
types.
table here, so we'll feel...
Yeah, here was some of mine.
They said I can't keep this, that they are going to make,
No,
they're going to take it home with them. So what is in this box here? It says string basket, but I see all sorts of cool stuff in there.
So...
String crafts?
With this year's theme, it's Find Your Voice, so it's very much we're trying to do express yourself, find new hobbies, and so this one we have, it's a string basket, so it has different string crafts like learning how to crochet or knitting or any other type of string craft, which we've got a little book in there.
Sure.
Tons of different yarns and things to use
so
from.
I can bring over that basement full of yarn I have. We could make a whole month out of yarn, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, we'll do that.
But this is just one that we have. We also have one for like there's woodworking. We have an outdoors one. We have one that is for paper crafts as well.
Okay.
So there's a lot people can do.
The more you do at the library, the more you get.
Yep. Well, Erin, you even have that fun origami thing
so,
going on related to paper crafts.
Yep. So thank you for reminding me. So to start us off, it's one of our passive programs that we have for the entirety of summer reading.
Mm-hmm.
If you come into the library, you may have seen we have a puzzle table, and for summer reading, we're going to have an origami art table.
I seen that puzzle table. I went by and grabbed 3 or 4 pieces and stuck it in my pocket.
I bet you did. There's a little mischief there.
But yeah, so all through summer reading, you can come into the library. If you see the table, we're asking patrons, like, you can take a look. If you see something you like, you can try and make a little origami piece. And the more you make and hand up to our adult reference desk, we're going to hang them up on the ceiling and see how many that we can, throughout summer reading,
cool.
hang
So
in
awesome.
the library.
Yeah.
So.
the puzzle thing. I took some off one table and put them on another and move them around. So I get ready. The last three pieces, they
So if you're not able to finish the puzzle, you know who to blame.
I just like to spice things up a little bit. Yeah.
A little spicy over there.
Yeah, that's great. I'm just including the fun in the library.
Yes.
You know, and we were there last week. Mark went down and he did that fentanyl drug thing. I mean, there's so many programs you guys have going on in the rooms there. We did that thing. It was well attended too. It's good. And they're going to do that more over the summer. But there's tons of stuff like that. When you get on that event calendar, you'll see all these things that are going on. It's more than just reading programs.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
And I have other programs that we're associating with summer reading. So one of the other programs we have a special photography and beyond program that's June 10th at 10 a.m. It's going to be in the Children's Garden, which is going to be a hands-on summer tune-up for tuning up your photography skills.
Right.
So, which should be pretty cool. And then one of our biggest things that I wanted to highlight, we have, it's called the Bigfoot Experience with Mike Familint Live. If anybody's ever heard of him, he's a producer for the show In the Shadow of the Big Red Eye, which has been on TV, and they go around touring the country. They're searching for Bigfoot.
Right.
So he's a full-time Bigfoot.
So they're coming to Front Royal?
Yep, they're going to be here. It's going to be June 15th at 6 p.m. He's a full-time Bigfoot researcher, producer, and lead investigator from Northwest New Jersey. And the show travels to locations known to make a good habitat for Sasquatch. So they focus on basics, research, investigative techniques, evidence collection, and analysis. So in with that, we have a Bigfoot raffle going on.
Are you kidding? How cool.
So for anytime you check out at the library from the start of the program to the program, it's a raffle ticket into getting this really awesome
So it doesn't cost
basket.
anything. You just got to show up.
Nope, yep, just got to show
So what
up.
all is in here?
So I think there's a high-powered flashlight in there.
Right.
There's some binoculars. There's a book on cryptids.
Yeah.
There's a little Bigfoot universal tool, and I think there's some Bigfoot socks in there as well.
A book. And
That looks like so much fun.
So yeah,
That's
anytime you check out, and then also if you go to the program, there's also another chance. There's like 5 extra tickets that you get for the raffle as well.
So the more you go, the more you get.
Yep,
There
pretty
you
much.
go. They're paying you to learn. Mark, this is something you might want to do. You like that kind of stuff, don't you? There.
I like it too. I'm hoping to go to
Oh yeah,
it.
I know. I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be really fun. We have
My
now-
daughter wants
It's
to go
not
to it
SammyCon,
too.
but it's okay.
Well, getting there too.
Okay.
But yeah,
Keep bringing that up because I know it gets her excited.
September 9th, it's coming. But yeah, so Bigfoot is one of our big programs. We also have 2 other ones for June. There's Find Your Voice Through Languages. So that's going to be Thursday night, June 22nd at 6 p.m. So it's just a way for people who are interested in learning new languages and keeping up with their own skills to come in and meet people who, because like learning languages, if you're not using that language, you're going to lose it. So it's a chance for people to practice,
Yeah.
speaking.
Well, I think everyone should learn when you travel anywhere. You should learn to at least ask the basic skills. You know, like hola. Or know how to greet people, and you definitely want to know where the bathroom is. I mean, if you can speak that, you'll get pretty good. And ask for your favorite beverage. If you can do those 2 or 3 things, it's amazing what people will how you'll get treated and get opened up.
That's true, because they realize that you're wanting to learn at least some of their
Right.
language. That makes sense.
I always say pico.
But yeah, so we're going to have that one, and it also highlight some of the language resources we have here at the library. We do have Transparent Language, which is a database you can access that helps you learn languages. We also have a craft program that's going to be June 24th at 2 p.m. That's a Saturday, and it's Find Your Voice Through Craft. So just kind of finding your own craft. We have so many different craft materials at the library. We'll have some demonstrations how to do a couple of different things, and honestly, it's a chance for everybody to go wild with it. So.
I'm glad are you paying her by the word? I mean,
Hey, I don't pay her.
I know.
But no, she's
But
just excited.
it's
a
this
good
is what
thing.
you get at the
Yeah,
library.
Yeah.
All the people that work there are passionate about what they do. I've noticed that. You don't have any people sloughing off there.
No,
I mean,
that
they're
aren't
really
passionate or involved.
Sure, that's great.
You're right.
That's what we want to hear. There's so many cool things. SammyCon, tell me about that real quick now. I know you know all about it. It's September.
Or are you trying to keep the details a secret?
A little on the down low.
I don't know. A little bit on the DL there.
No, because we want to. It takes time to get ready for this. This is not something you just throw together overnight.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
So just give us the dates and, you know.
It's going to be Saturday, September 9th, all day on that day, and it's going to be time travel themed, very similar to how we had our Taste for Books. So anything with time travel, you got Doctor Who, you've got my favorite show, which is Stargate, but bunch of different...
Time Tunnel, I seen that. I was flipping through the channels, and there was Time Tunnel was on there. That was an old, you remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, so
that was before you were born.
So we'll have prizes, we'll have programs, gaming, all the works like we do, and encouraging people to dress up. We'll have a costume contest. So
okay, one more project, amphitheater. Is there any word on that? It's in progress.
It's going forward. It's in progress. We just have to.
They're raising money.
But
for
we
that.
got it, and we're raising money, and we just have to do it right. And so sometimes doing things a little bit slowly, making sure that everything legally is correct.
Yeah,
you know,
you've got all the background paperwork, the permissions all done, so that's good.
And
now it's just a matter of trying to raise the money to pay for it because the price just keeps going up and up.
I think that's a hardship. That
kind of once it started off as a reasonable project, now it's become an expensive project.
But I think ultimately,
it'd be a great thing to have.
It'd be great for the community because, you know, right now we have beautiful, large meeting rooms, and you know we do some really large programs, magic shows, reptile shows. You do large programs. Right. But it would accommodate, you know, sometimes when you have a huge crowd, you know, it can get a little hot. You know, it'll accommodate even more people comfortably, different programs. I think it'll make us even a bigger community resource.
Right. I drove down Kaiser Road by the library and the park and Burke. Not Burke. What's the park's name?
Oh, the park next to us. I always forget the name of that.
Come on, Mark. You know who it is. Burl Brooks. There it is.
Okay.
I was thinking, so I had to write. So see, Mark knew. But I couldn't believe how busy that was. And then I drove by the library, and the parking lot's packed, and the park was packed. And it's kind of like that's really good.
It's a wonderful thing because
it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But I think people see that, and the parking lot was full, and kids were everywhere. And again, same with the library; it was full. So
I was happy to hear. I came back today from a brief little vacation. And my assistant, who does our story times, who does a wonderful job, Patty McHugh, she said, Michal, the story times were huge this week. And I was like, that's fantastic.
I'm going on vacation again.
No, we want that. We want tons of kids in. And so I'm very bolstered by that. Well, you
don't see the correlation. I go away, it's successful.
Oh, ha. You were always teasing me.
So much cool stuff. Patty's great too.
Yes, she is.
Her son Brendan does some writing for us.
He's actually a good friend of mine.
Yeah. He's been writing some stories for the Examiner.
He does a wonderful. He wrote a story for the award.
That's right. Elks Club. So we did that. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get the Elks Club. Are we going to see them tomorrow?
Yes, we have tomorrow. You will see me again, and I will have Jim Shepard from the Elks Club.
Yeah. They do so much.
Because I want to highlight everything that not only they have done for us, which most recently has been summer reading, but they've been helping us for years and years and years.
They give out scholarships, and they're so low key that they're not out there beating their chest. Look what we did, and we had to twist their arm to come in, because they don't really want a lot of.
No, and that's why I really wanted them to come in, because they do so much good, Elks, for this community, and they don't brag about themselves ever, and they have the best pancake breakfast. It's like the first Sunday of every month, and we went recently, and we thought, this is one of the best deals in town, this is how they raise money.
And they turn around and put it back right in
we need to talk about
it. The community.
And these are some of the kindest people I've ever met in my
life. We have a
So,
lot of organizations. The Elks are one. The
Kiwanis,
Ruritans, Rotary. Just amazing. The millions of dollars that this gets turned back into our community.
Yes, absolutely. Right. And also just the organizations that are willing to even, Master Gardeners contacted me. And they're like, can we do programs for the kids? And I said, of course you can. I mean, I
got one with them next month.
Okay.
So. Yeah, and I have 2 in the summer. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you in a couple. Well, see you tomorrow.
No, you'll see me tomorrow. You can't get away from me for a couple of weeks.
And
Come on.
Then Erin will be back in a couple of weeks. Then we'll do the July events and
tons more stuff
we'll
going
talk
on.
about, and she'll have more information about SammyCon. So SammyCon, right? That's just that is so cool. You
do an amazing job.
My kids and grandkids get all dressed up. They win that thing almost every year.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Kelly gets all dressed up and he goes all out. In fact, the costume is so massive that he can't even sit down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, he goes all out. And Halloween is his holiday. Christmas is one thing, they decorate, but when it comes to Halloween, the yard is packed with stuff, and some kids are too scared to come up to the door to get the candy. So they love dressing up and playing that stuff.
Would you ever dress up?
I dress up every day.
In a costume?
This is my costume. This doesn't happen overnight. All right, we will see you in a few weeks. Remember, go to the library, Samuel's Public Library. It's great. It is easy to get a library card.
Absolutely.
Tell Michelle I will be down to get my platinum business. I stopped in the other day and she couldn't see me.
Did you try?
Yeah, she wasn't available, and I tried to see you all. I'm not available. I can't see him. So.
Well, you saw me though.
Well, yeah, I did.
I should have forced you to get a library card at that time.
When we do it, we're going to bring the camera, and
that's actually a good idea.
Show people how easy it is to get.
Yes, to get a library card, and I think that's a wonderful idea.
Anyway, tons of stuff. Click on the link for the events. Check it out. It's just so much. I can't put it all in the story, but I did put a good link. And check out the stories we post throughout the month. On the Royal Examiner, it always shows you and highlights some of the things that are coming up in the near future. All right.
Yes. Well, thank you
ladies.
so much for taking the time for us.
Right. I'm going to try to steal one of these swag bags before they get out the door. So.
And I bet you'll be able to see Michelle the next time you come in. She was probably just in a meeting.
They're always
no fault of her own.
She
promises people that she'll meet up with them.
She's good. She's good people.
So.
All right. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Big smile. Thanks.